What up, YouTube? It's me, Isaac, coming to you with another edition of my life. So, when I was younger, I think I started my ninja training around not. Let's see. I started my guitar lessons a week from my 8th birthday on November 24th of 97. And I started my ninja training about maybe 8 or 9 months later. So either way, bottom line is I used to go over to my aunt's place every freaking weekend after basketball practice, and from 4th and 5th grade. And my cousin and I would always train for martial art, doing martial arts, because he was taking karate lessons, and he was teaching me an adaptive form because, well, I'm disabled, so I have to adapt mostly everything. And if we weren't sparring together or meditating or watching Beavis and Butthead, Silver Bullet, or The Simpsons or Andy Griffin, we were playing Crash Bandicoot, and that was a blast. And I really did love the training part with my cousin. I love spending time at my aunt's house every freaking weekend. So the way the schedule was I'd go to basketball practice around, I think it was 9 to 10:30 every Saturday. And then after basketball practice, my mom, my dad, and my little brother and I would go out to Cracker Barrel, and then I'd go home, grab my bags for going over to my aunt's place with my martial arts gear in it. None of the my cousin kept all the, well, ninja stars and stuff. Thank God for that. But yeah. So I just had to grab like my training gear, like the bow staff that I kept, because even though my cousin did keep all the like ninja stars and the actual ninja stuff, I kept a hold of my bow staff for obvious reasons. And the obvious reason was because it was made by my uncle for me. And so I didn't want to take a chance. And even though I trusted my cousin and my aunt to watch it, I really preferred to watch it, to have it within my own grasp, my own reach. So if I wanted to, I could train with it myself, which I did love doing myself training with just my bow staff, me, and my meditation, and my guitar to a lesser extent, because, well, it all ties back into one, because I unknowingly started meditating when I started my guitar lessons with my uncle. And then, like I said, 8 or 9 months later, I started training with my cousin. And that was a blast. But back to what I was saying about Crash Bandicoot. So after all of our training, sparring, and changing out of changing out of our training gear because no ninja wants to sleep in their training gear unless they're a like a beginner or even intermediates might want to sleep in their gis and stuff, but I surely didn't because of how hard I trained with my cousin. He pushed me he pushed me to my limits, and it was a blast because of how fast I used to pick up stuff and then modify it for myself. So that part was fun. Now back to what I was saying about Crash Bandicoot. So after all the training and watching whatever we were watching, it depended on it actually depended on what my aunt wanted, what we all wanted to watch, because like I said, I was over at my aunt's place, and so my cousin and I would stay up for hours. I don't even know if my aunt knew we were staying up playing Crash really late, but what we always had to drink was strawberry Fanta, and I am so thrilled at what I'm about to show you. This is a freaking blast from the past. It is a bigger can than what I'm used to drinking, but I freaking love strawberry Fanta, and this is gonna taste really good because, like I said, it reminds me of time spent with my cousin, my aunt, and uncle, and in the summer I would spend some time with my other cousin swimming, which was cool. Well, actually, all three of us would get in the pool, but I digress. So, sitting here with the strawberry Fanta is really bringing back some damn good memories. Cheers. Oh, oh my God. Oh, yes. That tastes just like I remember. And the funny thing is, I don't remember how much we went through a month. I think we went through like maybe 2 or 3 12 packs a month because we just needed the energy from them, and like I said, we were kids and we really didn't give a crap what we were drinking at the time. You know how kids are. And so throwing this back is bringing back a lot of good memories. And I'm just estimating that it took us a month to drink a 12 pack because, like I said, we were kids, and you know, kids are weird. So drinking this is really cool because it reminds me of cool times with my cousin and my aunt and my uncle and my other cousin. So this is really awesome. Oh my God. Oh man. That takes me back. It's literally like nostalgia in a can. But that's not the funniest part of it. So let me put the can down and let me grab my. Come on. Ow. Ow. Stupid shoulder. So, you guys have seen me make iced hot chocolate and drink bottles. So my mom and I went to Kroger last night, and we found the Powerade Extra Sours that I really love. And in here is water, and most of that can of strawberry Fanta. Cheers. Oh, oh, dude. I must not have finished the. I must not have finished the sour stuff that was in here last night. That is some. Even with just a little drop of it, it is really freaking sour. Oh man, that is freaking good though. But this ain't the only thing I'm gonna be talking about. Just give me a minute while I put the cap back on, because I need both hands to put the cap back on. Who doesn't need both hands to put a cap back on a bottle? So, oh Lord, that freaking hurts. So, a couple of days ago, let's just say a couple of days ago was not fun for me because I was reaching for my medicine, and then all of a sudden I don't want to say what happened, but I'll say what happened in a cryptic way. So I was reaching for my seizure medicine. Well, one of my seizure medicines. I was able to take one, and as I was reaching for the second bottle, well, you can guess what happened. And when that happened, when those happen, I flop around. Well, most of y'all know how seizures work. Well, depending on the kind of seizure you have, I have grand mals and petit mals. Petit mals are just those ones where you like stare off into space while you're doing something, and grand mals are the ones where you lose control of your extremities. And let's just say during that, I pulled my shoulder muscle and didn't exactly realize it until yesterday. I just thought I hit my shoulder like I normally do when I'm having a fit, which is what I usually call my seizures. And so yesterday my mom had to take me to the ER, which really freaking sucked. We were there from, I think we pulled into the parking lot around 1:30, checked in around 1:45, and then I had to get x-rays and a CT scan, and we didn't get out of there until I think it was like, let's see here. When I went back for my CT, it said 15:45, which is 3:45 p.m. And when I came back to the room I was in, it said, I think it said 4:45. So it took like an hour to get the CT done, but they also had to take a bunch of x-rays because it wasn't just my shoulder I had thought I had messed up. I thought I had messed up my right wrist too because when I was in high school, there was uh, let's just say during one of the after school clubs, I didn't do it. One of the club members and I were arm wrestling, and you can guess what happened to my wrist, which really sucks because the right side of my body is the side with the CP, which stands for cerebral. Uh, Dadgummit, I can't recall what the P stands for. The cerebral palsy. That's it. And the only way that I can tell that something's wrong with the right side is if it's in severe pain, because I can't really feel out of the right side of my body, which sucks, but also it doesn't bother me unless it's like super painful, which it sucks because, well, obviously it sucks if you can't feel anything in one side of your body, if you all know what I mean. And so like I said, they had to take the x-rays to see if anything was wrong with my shoulder other than just me hitting it during what I had done a couple of days ago, which really, I know I'm repeating myself, but it really, 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 really sucked that I was literally grabbing my medicine as the seizure hit, and that's only happened to me, I think. Let's see, I've had seizures my entire life, and normally my dadgummit, where'd it go? Oh, it fell down there. I'm not gonna get it. Normally my mom fills up my medicine container with like the days of the week and all that, even though it's always the same medicine, which I could take it from any day that I want, because everything's the exact same. But I do prefer to keep it in the right day, because it just makes it easier to remember what day's medicine I need to take. Even though everything's the same, it just makes it easier to take it the same way. And I'm also hoping that, wait a minute, where'd my other blue, sorry about that, I'm looking around for my other blue deck box that actually has my DigiDestined Adventure 1 deck, because I'm hoping to go to my local card shop today, since I haven't been in a while, except for to check out what was on sale a couple of days ago on the 13th when I went. I only went in on the 13th because I was literally right across the street from there at a doctor's appointment. Obviously, it was a different doctor's appointment than the ER visit I had yesterday. But man, it's so weird that my it's so weird that all I did was pull a muscle and didn't even realize it for a let's see, I think that I can't remember when that I can't remember when that happened because, well, when I have a seizure, even after I have my anti-seizure medicine that my mom has to shove up my nose, which actually, give me a minute. I think I can show that off. Oh boy. Oh boy. Give me a sec, because I know I've got a file of that here. Actually, wait, where the crap is that thing? That's odd. Why do I have a Switch Joy-Con in here? Oh wait, it's a Switch 2 Joy-Con. That's funny. Oh, I actually can't show off my Valtoco because it's across the room, and I really don't want to get down and crawl at the moment because, well, like I said, messed up shoulder, and when I tried to crawl to the main house, it didn't exactly work well because I'm a fall risk, and especially after a seizure, and I kind of kept tripping, and by tripping you can guess what I meant by that. So yeah, it's it's really cool that I can't wait for the 27th because one of the games that I wanted my mom to pre-order comes out, and I hope it'll get here on the 27th. I don't know if it will, but I hope it does because it's the mega. Let's see, I had her pre-order me the Mega Man Star Force Legacy Collection, and then that comes out on the 27th, and then I had her pre-order me Digimon Story Time Stranger that comes out on, I believe, July 10th or something like that. It may even be July 14th, but I'm not really sure when that comes out. But I am looking forward to playing both of those games, although my brother has to work on my Joy-Con, well, controller thingy, although I don't know if I could use this on my regular Switch or not. But if I could, that'd be really, really cool. Although I'm not really that good at using this because I'm used to just the standard controls of like Nintendo consoles, just the light versions of them. And if I could use this on my regular Switch, I would, and or at least I'd try. Plus, I'm not even sure if it's got any power to it because, well, my brother found it on the street, which I honestly don't know how you find a Switch 2 Joy-Con on the street. That's really freaking weird. Actually, wait. Is it Switch 1? I can't really tell if this is a regular Switch Joy-Con or a Switch 2 Joy-Con. I'm guessing it's a Switch 2 Joy-Con because it looks way too clean to be a to be a Switch Joy-Con, and that's just my opinion. And I'm not even sure if I'd be able to play any of my Switch games with just one controller, unless we're talking the classic controller for people that love using like the old Nintendo controllers, Xbox Xbox controllers, or actually I don't even know why an Xbox controller would work on a Nintendo system unless it was wireless. Actually, I'm not even sure if it would work then. But I know I have it's either a Mario one that just looks like a classic controller, or it's Zelda or Kirby. But I think I gave my nephew the. I think my mom gave my nephew the Kirby one for Christmas. I'm not really sure, but yeah, it's just been a really interesting couple of days. I'm seriously hoping my screen protector gets here today, because let's just say I've been playing Pokemon Go a little too hard and there's scratches on my screen protector, which sucks. I really hope it's just the screen protector and not the actual screen. Who wants their phone screen to be cracked just from playing a mobile game? That would really freaking suck. Well, I'm your host, Isaac Brummett. Please like, subscribe, share with your friends, leave a comment. Peace out, y'all. And I hope y'all have a good day. I'm your host, Isaac Brummett. Please like, subscribe, share with your friends, leave a comment. I am really, really close to 300 subscribers, and I would love to get to 300 or more subscribers over the next couple of months, if not until if I get to 300 subscribers on November 8th, December 1st, December 10th, December 13th, or New Year's Eve, that would be really, really, really sweet. If I get more than 300 subscribers, that would be really sweet. Right now, I am sitting at 284 subscribers, and if I could get just 16 more subscribers or even more subscribers before 2027, that would be really, 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 really awesome. I've asked for people to subscribe before, but I have never been this close to one of my goals for to get so many subscribers, except for when I passed the 100 subscriber mark. I was really, 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 really thrilled. And then my next goal was 250. Now my next goal is to get above 300 and hopefully even more than that. I've wanted to get my 1,000 subscriber plaque ever since I started YouTube. I mean, what YouTuber doesn't want the 1,000 subscriber plaque, if not more than just the 1,000 sub plaque? But if you add up every channel I've had, because I thought that it was tagged to your old phones, and I didn't know it was hooked up to your email account. I would probably have closer to 900 subscribers over the since I started my YouTube channel, but that's just adding up the subscribers that I had throughout like the last, I think I've had I think this is my sixth or seventh channel now, but I'm really not sure because like I said, I thought the channels were tied to the phone. I didn't know they were tied to the email address, which once I figured that out, I felt really, 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 really stupid. And like I said, I'm just adding up every subscriber that I've had, and that's where I get the round figure of subscribers that I've had over the years, which would be really nice to actually see that number on this channel alone, because that would just be really, really, really nice. And like I said earlier, I'm your host, Isaac Brummett. Please like, subscribe, share with your friends, leave a comment. Peace out, y'all. Have a good one. I know I sure as shit will. Peace out, y'all.